Hello, and welcome to the 2021 Minnesota PRSA Classics Awards. I'm Deshaun Drew, the president of Minnesota Public Radio.
Hello, I'm Brandy Powell, a news anchor and reporter at KSTP TV. Since 1978, the Minnesota PRSA Classic Awards have recognized hundreds of organizations for excellence in public relations. The Classics are presented annually to public relations practitioners who, in the judgment of their peers, have successfully addressed a communications challenge with exemplary professional skill, creativity, and resourcefulness. We are excited to present the best and brightest public relations work of 2020. First, we'll start off with a message from this year's Minnesota PRSA President, Jennifer Bagdad.
Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Bagdad, Minnesota PRSA President. I'd like to thank you for tuning in today. On behalf of our board and our Classics Committee, we wish we could have seen you all in person. However, we are appreciative that you are coming together with us in this virtual space to celebrate our colleagues and the great work they have done. I'd like to first thank our annual sponsors, Nuger, BrandPoint, Weber Shandwick, and Padilla. Also, a big thank you to BrandPoint, our in-kind design sponsor. Further, my heartfelt appreciation to our entire Classics Committee led by Rhea Zimmerman and Sabrina Diaz, and our Board of Directors liaison, Joan O'Fallon. This team of volunteers has done an incredible job of bringing today's virtual event to life. And thank you for attending, for submitting entries, for supporting PRSA, and for continuing to produce great work that truly represents Minnesota's creativity and great communication skills. I'm thrilled to be able to congratulate Grace Douglas from Augustana University and Morgan Prokosh from St. Mary's for receiving the Dr. Willard Thompson Scholarships this year. We'd also like to recognize this year's new APR members. These individuals have contributed greatly to the profession of public relations, and this certification sets them apart as leaders and mentors in our field. Last but not least, we'd like to recognize one incredible individual for the Donald G. Padilla Community Excellence Award. The annual Padilla Award recognizes someone who has demonstrated outstanding leadership and contributions to the profession of public relations, has contributed to the mission of PRSA, and has volunteered his or her time and talents towards making our community better. I'm absolutely thrilled to announce that this year's award goes to Eva Kaiser, principal of the Plural I. Eva was nominated by Margaret Ann Hennon from Hennon Communications, who said Eva is a tireless contributor to her communities, and each is better for her having been involved. When Eva finds a cause or an organization she is passionate about, she digs in. Using her extensive management, strategic analysis, public relations, and promotion skills, she gives 100% and then a bit more, and she sustains her contributions over time. Having had the honor and privilege to work with Eva and see her in action, I couldn't agree more. Congratulations, Eva, and congratulations to all of today's winners and nominees.
Thank you so very much for this award. I'm truly honored. I did not expect it, and I want to thank Margaret Ann Hennon for nominating me. I began my career at Padilla, and while I didn't know Don Padilla directly, I did know the influence he had on the agency culture, and that influenced me and why I give back. Knowing the history of the award, and those who've gotten the award before me, has really made this a humbling experience. Thank you so much for this award.
The Rising Star Award celebrates the accomplishments of a young professional in the Minnesota PRSA chapter who has under 7 years of experience. This year's Rising Star Award goes to Tori Norris. Tori was nominated by Katie Hickman, Senior Integrated Marketing Manager at Total Expert. And Katie says that Tori was deserving of this award because her integrated approach delights clients, opening doors for additional partnerships. She always leads with the best practices and is the first to recognize the contributions and efforts of her teammates.
Hello. First and foremost, I would like to thank Minnesota PRSA for the award and, of course, Katie Hickman for nominating me and always showing up as a great mentor in my career. There are so many others that have supported me throughout my career, including the folks at Maccabee and NetSpy in the Twin Cities, along with all of the great clients I've gotten to work with here. We have such a supportive community of communicators here and such a talented pool of storytellers, and I am so proud to be a part of it. Thanks.
Congratulations to our two individual award winners. We have several awards today to announce that are divided into two categories, elements and programs. Elements Awards recognize outstanding individual components or tactics, while Programs Awards honor the best overall public relations campaigns. We'll start with the Element category. For the category of Special Purpose Publications, the finalists are Success Through Partnership, MDVA Annual Report from Snow Globe Public Relations, Connecting Boehringer Ingelheim with Today's Dairy Cattle Caretakers from Broadhead, Growing with Purpose from Exponent PR. And the winner is Success Through Partnership MDVA Annual Report from Snow Globe Public Relations. Fun fact, one of the women featured in the Minnesota Department of Veteran Affairs Annual Report is a veteran of the United States Marines and a member of the Lakota tribe. She's also the great-great-granddaughter of Sitting Bull.
In the multimedia series, the finalists are Inspiring Americans to Leave Pandemic Stress in Their Wake from Exponent PR, Fox 9 and NPR's Shine On MN, a star-studded evening of giving 2020 from Thunheim, Spreading Hope and Butter with the Help of Farmers from Exponent PR. And the winner is Spreading Hope and Butter with the Help of Farmers from Exponent PR. Fun fact for you, 1/3 of all U.S. dairy farmers are women.
For influence engagement to expand awareness, the finalists are Influencers Boost New Caribou Coffee Beverage from Carmichael Lynch Relate, America Runs on Post-Dunkin' Cereals from Carmichael Lynch Relate, and Mealtime Solutions for Busy Families from Exponent PR. And the winner is America Runs on Post-Dunkin' Cereals from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, influencer Grace Atwood is such a Dunkin' fanatic that she agreed to a partnership to help us introduce Post-Dunkin' cereals within 11 minutes of our initial email to her.
In the category of newsletters, the finalists are Rallying Support for Hunger Relief from Belmont Partners, Working Together with Purpose from Exponent PR. And the winner is Working Together with Purpose from Exponent PR. Fun fact for you, CHS markets more than 1 billion bushels of grain every year and sources crop nutrients from 20 countries.
In the category of media relations budget greater than $20,000, the finalists are America Runs on Post-Dunkin' Cereals from Carmichael Lynch Relate, Inspiring Americans to Leave Pandemic Stress in Their Wake from Exponent PR, DigiKey Electronics expands media footprint to drive sales in Europe from Belmont Partners, and the winner is America Runs on Post-Dunkin' Cereals from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, coffee and cereal are America's 2 most popular breakfast foods, with 65% of people reporting drinking coffee daily and 90% of households consuming cereal. With Post-Dunkin' cereal, America can have their coffee and eat it too.
Sounds like my breakfast. In the category for media relations, budget less than $20,000, the finalists are Explore Minnesota Virtual Desk Sides from Belmont Partners, COVID-19 Isn't Taking a Holiday from Carmichael Lynch Relate, Going Viral in the Fight Against Child Hunger from Broadhead. And the winner is COVID-19 Isn't Taking a Holiday from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, this was the first time in the state's history that the largest health systems partnered together and joined forces to fight a common enemy.
For feature speech and public relations writing, the finalists are A Healthy Exchange of Ideas About Pet Nutrition from Exponent PR, From Gate to Plate, Improve Animal Welfare and Consumer Confidence by Preventing Cattle Injection Site Lesions from Broadhead, and Spotlighting Research with Explore Innovation Spotlight from Weber Shandwick. And the winner is A Healthy Exchange of Ideas About Pet Nutrition from Exponent PR. Fun fact, just like some people, some dogs and cats can experience diarrhea at least in part due to being in stressful situations. This can include things like boarding or living in a shelter environment. Often an appropriate therapeutic diet, along with a probiotic, can help reduce the severity.
In the category of digital execution, the finalists are Modernizing the User Experience for Riggs Cat from Nuger. BVDVTracker.com arms the cattle industry in its fight to eradicate the growing threat from Broadhead. And the winner is BVDVTracker.com arms the cattle industry in its fight to eradicate a growing threat from Broadhead. Fun fact, a significant cause of sickness and death in the cattle industry, BVDV mutates and changes over time. Data on BVDVTracker.com shows that out of more than 1,000 samples collected, the BVDV type 1B strain accounts for 71% of infections. Boehringer Ingelheim offers the only vaccine proven to protect against BVDV type 1B.
For the brand research and insights, the finalist and winner is Understanding Recycling and Composting in the City of Northfield from Nuger. Fun fact, in addition to being committed to the environment, Northfield is the home of 2 world-class liberal arts colleges and has also been identified as one of the best communities to retire in the nation.
For the category of social media promotions, the finalists are Reframing the Backyard as an Extension of the Home from Exponent PR, Introducing Modern Formica to Homeowners with Yellow Brick Home from Carmichael Lynch Relate. The Mosaic Company targets next-gen farmers in the field and on their phones from Broadhead. And the winner is Introducing Modern Formica to Homeowners with Yellow Brick Home from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact for you. Contrary to common misconceptions, the high-pressure laminate Formica pioneered is not actually made from plastic at all. It's actually created from layered paper bound by resins.
In the category of creative PR tactics, more than 10 employees, the finalists are Pebbles Cereal inspires creativity with daily Yabba Dabba Do video from Carmichael Lynch Relate, Enhancing the Good to Grow experience during COVID-19 from Broadhead. And the winner is Pebbles Cereal inspires creativity with daily Yabba Dabba Do video from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, Pebbles Yabba Dabba Do videos featured a wide variety of creative professionals sharing their talents, including how-to videos on trick roping, learning Portuguese, loon calling, and more.
In the category of content marketing, the finalists are Winfield United offers actionable insights amid market uncertainty from Exponent PR. Shining a spotlight on industrial cybersecurity, Rockwell Automation with Padilla from Padilla. Spotlighting research with Explore Innovation Spotlight from Weber Shandwick. And the winner is Shining a Spotlight on Industrial Cybersecurity, Rockwell Automation with Padilla from Padilla. Fun fact, cybercrime damages will cost the world $6 trillion annually by 2021, up from $3 trillion just a year ago.
For the social content series, the finalists are Engaging New Donors in the Fight Against Child Hunger from Broadhead, Social Media Push Leads to COVID Bump from Patterson Companies, and Minneapolis, We Need Us from Carmichael Lynch Relate. And the winner is Minneapolis, We Need Us from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, Meet Minneapolis launched We Need Us amidst the compounding crisis of COVID-19, the killing of George Floyd, and highly charged political conversations. The goal was to inspire Metro residents to safely support the diverse local businesses that make Minneapolis a vibrant place to live and work. Now we'll move on to our student classics categories.
The finalist and winner for news feature writing is Gear Grant offers support and opportunities for students from McKenna Fury at Mankato State University. Fun fact, all of the musicians and artists featured in the photos in the project are all Minnesota-based or originally from Minnesota.
In the category of PR campaigns, the finalist and winner is Branching Out with Our Growth Project from Anna Rose at Augustana University. Fun fact, one of our growth project's partners is an Augustana grad.
The finalists for personal branding portfolio are Professional Portfolio from Amber Chrischillis at Minnesota State University, Steeped from Cal and Natty at Augustana University. And the winner is Professional Portfolio from Amber Chrischillis at Minnesota State University. Fun fact for you, Amber was hired as a journalist intern at the Storm Lake Pilot Tribune before she knew how to write in AP style. She says it was in the learning process that really helped her improve those writing skills, and she says she is very thankful for that experience.
In the category of digital projects, the finalists are Furniture from Emma G. Gabbert at the Emma G. Agency, SD Wears Masks from Arden Kennecke at Augustana University, Study on the Portrayal and Representation of Diversity Among Minnesota Colleges from Amber Chrischillis at Minnesota State University, Music Festival Digital Media Design from McKenna Fury at Minnesota State University. And the winner is SD Wears Masks from Arden Kennecke at Augustana University. Fun fact, SD Wears Masks was the subject of a news story written by a broadcast station in South Dakota's second largest city on the second day of Instagram's page existence. And now for the program's category winners.
The finalists for community relations are Meet Minneapolis Says We Need Us from Carmichael Lynch Relate, Statewide Volunteer Mask Making Initiative from Padilla, Formica Corporation Inspires the Next Generation of Designers from Carmichael Lynch Relate. And the winner is Statewide Volunteer Mask Making Initiative from Padilla. Fun fact, the blog post that initially launched this campaign has been viewed more than 186,700 times, the most page views ever for a post on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Minnesota corporate blog. In addition, volunteers donated more than 80,000 hand-sewn masks to Allina Health hospitals and clinics, North Memorial Hospital, and a variety of nonprofits working to keep their communities safe and healthy.
In our category of virtual events, budget greater than $5,000, the finalists are St. Paul to Djibouti, Serving Our Troops Virtual Steak Dinner from Snow Globe Public Relations. The Grass is Greener on the Other Side, hosting virtual events for landscapers from Exponent PR. Animal Humane Society's Virtual Walk for Animals from Animal Humane Society. And the winner is St. Paul to Djibouti, Serving Our Troops Virtual Steak Dinner, Snow Globe Public Relations. Fun fact, the St. Paul to Djibouti Serving Our Troops Virtual Steak Dinner was the first ever virtual deployment ceremony in the state of Minnesota, and 2,700 attendees shared a meal together virtually.
In the category of virtual events, budget less than $5,000, the finalist and winner is the Great Minnesota Outdoor Get-Together Virtual State Fair from the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. Fun fact, DNR communicators are mostly known for snuggling in their silos rather than collaborating across divisions. The virtual state fair blew those silos wide open for the first time, possibly ever. Communicators from all 7 divisions worked hand in hand to pull off the virtual state fair under an extremely tight deadline without any bloodshed.
For public services, the finalists are Bringing Air Quality Education to Online Learners from Weber Shandwick, St. Paul to Djibouti Serving Our Troops Virtual Steak Dinner from Snow Globe Public Relations, COVID-19 Isn't Taking a Holiday from Carmichael Lynch Relate. And the winner is COVID-19 Isn't Taking a Holiday from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, this was the first time in the state's history that the largest health systems partnered together and joined forces to fight a common enemy.
The finalists for the category of marketing products, B2B, are Sounds Like Magic, Works Like Science, Launching Source from Padilla. Building Up Market Share with Ziegler Cat from Nuger. Winfield United Helps Farmers Take Control in 2020 from Exponent PR. And the winner is Sounds Like Magic, Works Like Science, Launching Source from Padilla. Fun fact, Sounds Product Source puts to work a plentiful natural resource, microbes. In fact, there are more soil microbes in a teaspoon of healthy soil than there are people on the earth.
In the category of marketing products consumer, the finalists are Finding Something to Look Forward to During the Pandemic from Padilla, America Runs and Post Dunkin' Cereals from Carmichael Lynch Relate, SOS Moms Need a Break Fast from Carmichael Lynch Relate. And the winner is America Runs and Post Dunkin' Cereals from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, the announcement of Post Dunkin' Caramel Macchiato and Mocha Latte cereals was the most successful PR launch of a post-consumer brand's product to date.
The finalists for Reputation, Brand Management, and Institutional Programs are Responsibly Wild from Exponent PR, Inspiring Americans to Leave Pandemic Stress in Their Wake from Exponent PR. Formica Corporation Inspires the Next Generation of Designers from Carmichael Lynch Relate. And the winner is Formica Corporation Inspires the Next Generation of Designers from Carmichael Lynch Relate. A fun fact, the current student competition is inspired by the original iteration of the competition held by Formica Corporation in 2008, where world-renowned designers were invited to create works of art from Formica brand products.
In the category of internal communications, the finalists are the American Academy of Neurology, a brainy internal comms program from the American Academy of Neurology, Creating a Transformational Culture from Beehive Strategic Communication, Keeping Our Team Members Safe and Informed Through COVID-19 from Hormel Foods. And the winner is the American Academy of Neurology a brainy internal comms program from the American Academy of Neurology. Fun fact, the employee newsletter was aptly named the neuron for its tie to the brain and its function, the fundamental unit responsible for receiving input from the external world, for sending commands, and for transforming and relaying the signals at every step.
The finalists for diversity, equity, and inclusion are: the Little Free Library promotes equity and inclusion through the Read and Color program from Exponent PR, Shedding Light on Health Disparities in Minnesota from Padilla. And the winner is Shedding Light on Health Disparities in Minnesota from Padilla. Fun fact, newsroom employees are more likely to be white and male than U.S. workers overall. According to the Pew Research Center, more than 3/4, 77% of newsroom employees are white. The Center for Prevention at Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Minnesota is partnering with 360 Journalism to diversify newsrooms and change the narrative.
In the category of integrated programs B2B products, the winner is the Mosaic Company Connects Crop Nutrition to the Human Side of Farming from Broadhead. Fun fact, achieving balanced crop nutrition is a combination of managing soil fertility and knowing what nutrients are needed by plants for healthy growth. With as much as 60% of yield dependent on soil fertility, the best growing seasons are built from the ground up.
For integrated programs, consumer products and services, the finalists are SOS Moms Need a Break Fast from Carmichael Lynch Relate, Butter Together, Closing the Farmer-Consumer Gap from Exponent PR, Marking Life's Milestones with School Pictures from Weber Shandwick. And the winner is SOS Moms Need a Break Fast from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Fun fact, the Mom to the Rescue social contest generated more than 2,600 entries and drove a 66% increase in social engagement.
The finalists for integrated programs government nonprofit are LBSA New Perspectives, New Hope campaign from Nuger, Meth, We're On It, Uniting South Dakota Communities Against Meth Use from Broadhead, Inspiring Americans to Leave Pandemic Stress in Their Wake from Exponent PR. And the winner is Meth, We're On It, Uniting South Dakota Communities Against Meth Use from Broadhead. Fun fact, the Meth, We're On It campaign was mentioned on some of the most notable TV shows, including Saturday Night Live, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, CBS Evening News, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, The Today Show, and more.
And now for our final award, our Best in Show category. The finalists are St. Paul to Djibouti, serving our troops virtual steak dinner from Snow Globe Public Relations. Formica Corporation inspires the next generation of designers from Carmichael Lynch Relate. The American Academy of Neurology, a brainy internal comms program from the American Academy of Neurology. American runs on post-Dunkin' cereals from Carmichael Lynch Relate. And the winner is Formica Corporation inspires the next generation of designers from Carmichael Lynch Relate. Congratulations to all of the winners in the 2021 Minnesota PRSA Classics. There was some incredible work done in 2020, and we look forward to seeing what the next year brings.
Thank you for joining us for our Virtual Classics event. Have a great evening.